Well, hello there, Dukely here, and today we're playing Plague Inc. Infected. This is a game on Steam Early Access. Fantastic game. I believe it is based on the Flash game called Pandemic 2, although the company that made Pandemic 2, the Flash game, is not the same as the company that's making this, but they are pretty much identical, so stole someone's idea maybe, or maybe the same people, I don't know, whatever. It's great. Pandemic 2 was like a game I used to play all the time when I was in school. It's like a Flash game. Play it in between classes and whatnot. It was great. And I saw this and I was like, oh my god, this is Pandemic 2. And I bought it immediately. And I've played a few games of it. 3 games, to be exact. And I've completely destroyed the world with a bacteria, a virus, and a fungus. And I've unlocked a parasite. Parasitic lifestyle prevents DNA alteration from everyday infection. Interesting. So we're going to do a parasite for this one. And we got, you can choose a boost. So get extra DNA at the beginning. Get more DNA from popping orange DNA bubbles. I think over time we're going to want this. And my friend is speaking with me. No, wait, go back. Like I said, this is early access, so there's still a couple bugs. I only found like one, and it only occurred a few times. Yeah, oh, anyway, this is a increased chance of plague spreading by land. So that's a good one. Alright, we'll go ahead and continue. Alright, we're going to go with casual. I have played one on normal. I played the virus on normal, and I thought it was pretty easy. I don't really know how the other ones play yet. So I'm just going to play the one casual. You can always go back and do it again. Furry Fungus was the name of the fungus plague I created. What are we going to name this? It's a parasite. Keyboard. Killer. Keyboard killer. No. Keyboard, no. Something you could get off of a keyboard. Or maybe a type of food. What's something everybody likes? I don't know. I like Keyboard Killer. Great, let's go with that. Alright, welcome to Plague Inc. Blah, yes, I know, yes, we know how this works. Okay, so you're going to choose a starting location, alright? And you should choose a starting location that has a lot of people, and a lot of access to overseas areas. You usually want to do a western country, a westernized country, which is not the correct term, but I think we will go... I did one from London, I did one from Russia, and I did another one from China. We'll do United States. How about that? We'll do United States. Okay. Here we go. Keyboard Killer begins in USA. Alright. So, we got 1 DNA down here. Keyboard kills a parasite. Parasitic life prevents the player getting DNA points by infecting people. DNA bubbles are the best way to get points. Okay. So, it just means that I guess it'll be harder because I'll have a slower DNA evolution. So what you want to do is, you don't want your disease to kill people right away, because then they'll work on making a cure. You want to try to infect as many people as possible before your disease is fatal and kills people. By the time, if you do that right, like if you make sure it spreads and it's like everywhere, and then you start killing people, they can't stop it from spreading anymore, and it will eventually just kill everybody. So we're just gonna speed this up a bit. Okay, so it's telling me that because the United States is a wealthy country, that we need to get, what's this? More in tune with hosts, making it less likely to be noticed. We need to get this, drug resistance, because this country can afford healthcare. That's why it's basically said. And will grow exponentially. You control the plague directly by... Okay, yeah. Basic tip. So we're going to wait until we have 13 or 11. I can't remember what it said. Oh, okay, so that's great. We want that. Oh, 16. Excellent. We're going to go in here. Now we're going to go abilities, drug resistance. Bam, we got that. We're going to get this one too. Oops. There we go. we can't afford any transmissions yet. You want to try to get them all. At least the first level in all of them. Because then everybody will come in contact with it no matter what. Basically become unstoppably transmittable. You can also get symptoms that make it so that even if a person is dead, they will get it transmitted to them, even if they're like being handled like their body. Because a lot of countries will start burning corpses and doing mass graves, which is basically makes it worse. Because they're trying to concentrate all the dead people in one place, but then it spreads because there's people having to move them there. So it doesn't really do much. So you can see we got 500, 700, 900 people infected, 2,000 people infected. But nobody's died. So if you click this, you can see here's the United States and here's the total infected and the total dead. You can see all these other states have no dead, or all these other countries have no dead or whatever. So here's like the world picture. This is the number of healthy people in the blue. We got almost 7 billion people are completely fine and healthy. And you'll see this bar slowly turns red as they're infected, and then another bar will follow along that's black, which is indicating people being killed by it. We're gonna go in here and get the water transmission. What else is a good one? Blood's another good one. Everybody has that. Only makes sense they would actually spill some at some point. Ah, spilled my blood. Don't touch it. Oh, you touched it, now you got, keyboard killer plague. So there's some nice DNA points. We'll go in, we'll spend that. We'll get, oh shit. Let's get insects. Lovely. Lovely. Okay, so there's a direct line showing us that it came from an airport. Bam! Right to Japan. Messing up. It's in Japan now. Okay, we're getting more countries infected. Outstanding. Get some more DNA there. I'll pick that up. What's this? Oh shit. So you gotta pop these and get the extra DNA. So you can see these air travel is really hauling it around because we have made it airborne. We're gonna do another transmission. We'll do livestock next. We're gonna give it a cold resistance. Whoops, cold resistance. We'll get the heat resistance next, which is 14 DNA. So it'll allow us to infect more countries. There we got Russia because we had the cold DNA. Okay, rash symptom mutated. So it's developed its own. Some of the diseases, or some of the types of disease, or whatever they're called, will evolve their own traits. The virus is the worst one. It'll just generate tons and tons of different ones. Like I think I spent nothing on developing symptoms when I did a virus, and it just had all of them towards the end. Okay, so we have 56 million people, 58, and as you can see, it's infecting every place, everywhere. I'm doing really well today, aren't I? My mouth, my words are all moving in synchronization with each other. Okay, so now we got enough for fire. Whoops. Oh, you can double click to buy things. There you go, tip. And now, nothing is going to stop this from spreading. As you can see, we've just picked up some of the hotter countries there. Oh, excellent, excellent. America's completely covered at this point. There are, if we just slow down, we can double click here. Nobody in America is not infected. So everybody is infected, including myself. I've killed myself. And politicians have confirmed that political short-sightedness and self-interest may result in the total breakup of the euro. So apparently, different things will happen based on what your disease is doing. I actually had Spain blow itself up because its nuclear reactors went into meltdown. I'm not sure how I managed to do that. Also, you can apparently get the United States to nuke other countries somehow. You can get them to nuke China and Russia. I don't know if they can nuke, if China and Russia can nuke each other, or USA or whatever. But it is in the achievement, so there is some way of doing that. I guess it would have to do with, oh my Christ, here we go. Okay, so you can see we picked up tons of different transmission types here. So we're gonna go ahead and get the bird and the rat. We are full. There's nobody is gonna be immune at this point. Anemia symptom has been developed on its own. If we go look at the symptoms, so here, that's the one we just got. Great, that's a great one. Rash isn't the greatest. If you go in this route, you can create zombies. I think we'll do that just because it's pretty fun. And so you can see this is the severity. I think these are signaling the severity of the symptom. So like these are not terrible, as you can see. But then if I click this, it increases severity, and infectivity increases as well. There is like you can get to total organ failure and different things like that. Okay, here we go. We're looking at a world picture now. Down here, nobody's dead yet. We'll probably get a couple deaths now because one of those traits that was developed was slightly dangerous. And as the world gets more frightened of this disease, killing people, which it hasn't killed anybody yet, they will start research on here. You can see that they've started a research, but they aren't trying very hard. It's, you know, years until they find a cure. So at this point, enough people are infected that we can start buying some of these. Insanity, great one. Okay. Now we're going to start seeing some deaths. There we go. 2,000 dead, 8,000, 1440. Okay, it's just going to start climbing now. It is completely out of control. I don't think there is a non-infected country. Mutated the hemophilia symptom without using DNA points. Okay, so we can just stop for a second. We'll go and take a look at that. I don't know what that is, actually. Oh, here it is. Okay. Produces inhibitors that destroy factor 8, preventing blood clotting. Infectivity increased. Okay. Where to go now? Okay, so this is a great one. Dysentery. That's bad as hell. Okay, so we're gonna go. We want more lethality. It's not killing enough people quite yet. We're gonna go with this one. Internal hemorrhaging. That's a great one. Internal hemorrhaging. Okay, so wait. I was gonna check on if we go here. There's no healthy states. That's great. This is gonna list the infected countries here in red. And the dead is countries that have no living people left in them. At this point, we've infected the whole world. All we're going to do is spend our DNA points on symptoms. Let's see, they got a 2%. Saudi Arabia leading up. Okay, so at this point, there's one now. You start seeing these. They pop up. These are researchers trying to cure the disease. And all you have to do is smash the little vials, and it slows their progress. Let's see, we got 13 now. Alright, so we've got a great number of infected people. Almost the whole population is infected. But because every country is infected, that is a great step. And we can probably stay ahead of it at this point. Stay ahead of the researching cure people. And just to make sure that we do, we're going to do this. This is going to slow down their progress. Oh, I never bought that one. I thought I did. Oh well. That's going to slow their progress down while researching the cure. And we will... Nausea symptom. So this is great. It's evolving by itself. So I'm not really having to spend money or DNA on the symptoms themselves. Normal life in US is beginning to break down due to keyboard killer. Cure research is starting to slow. Okay, that's good. So if we go here, we can see US is no longer in here as a research contributor. So this blue plane is the research team. So apparently, even though this disease is all over the goddamn place, New Zealand, China, and Canada and Mexico still have airports open. Norway and Russia still have ports open, and so does Iceland. Interesting. up here you'll see countries will start falling into complete anarchy, and they'll just... so here's a central corpse disposal, and then once a country has fallen so hard... what the fuck am I saying? Once a country has been infected so badly that they can't function anymore, they turn a black color on the map to signify that you've pretty much destroyed that country. And Argentina removes drug research safeguards. Okay, so they're actually catching up a lot quicker than I would like them to. We're going to go in here and we're going to get genetic resequencing. That's going to slow them down. So you see it's bumped them back a bit. At our current rate, I don't know if people are dying fast enough. Because if people are getting killed faster than they're researching, you don't have to worry. Because even if they get really close to researching the cure, you can still kill everybody before that. So we're gonna go and get further symptoms, increasing lethality. We're gonna go with this one. Great. So, we're just gonna spend DNA making it more dangerous now. You can see there's a bunch there. Alright, look at the symptoms again. So this dysentery increases lethality quite a bit. There we go. And I think we'll go for... we'll probably go for this one next. Which is the sciencey end that I don't really know much about what they are. So continue. Oh, what's this? Hold up now. There's a country with like just a few people are healthy. Where are these healthy people? Where are they? Damn them to hell. It could be that the researchers are not ill or poorly. But I don't know how they could not... I don't know how this small group of people could be... Because if I look on this map, it says that... Oh, this is in Saudi Arabia. I just clicked it and got lucky and found where the healthy people were. Oh yeah, okay. So because this is where the research is happening, I guess they have some healthy people. Which is weird, that's never happened before. Well, we'll just make it much worse then. For them. Oh shit, look at that one. Hemographic shock? No idea. So once we have the 30 whatever DNA, I think we just got enough actually. We're gonna get that. Boom. Outstanding. Greenland in anarchy. Okay, so that country, Greenland's government has fallen. You can see that there are darker countries here now. Because their governments are no longer functioning. So they fully sequenced it. Okay, we got the last of the non-infected people. We can go ahead and undo their work by buying that. We'll buy that too. That's going to slow down the cure. There we go. And I think we're gonna win this one without much of a problem. Whoop. So we didn't get much telling us what was happening to the people. You often get pop-ups, or I probably just clicked through them actually. But you'll get pop-ups saying like, oh, your people are shitting themselves to death basically, or your people are splitting open and all their blood is pouring out, which is one I had before. Okay. So where'd these healthy people come from? World close to anarchy. I don't know where these few healthy people are hanging out at. Let's see if we can't catch them wherever they are. Are they in Saudi Arabia again? Yeah, they are. 8%. So there's 5 million healthy people in Saudi Arabia. Whoop. Some healthy people survived. Oh, interesting. Plague eradicated. Oh, so I guess because this is a parasite, it's different. So I guess those people didn't get it spread to them because they weren't in contact with one of those things, which is extremely unlikely. I don't understand how I didn't win that, quite honestly. That could be a glitch from this being an early access game. I don't know. I should have won that, though. So I guess I'll have to retry that, because I need to beat the parasite so that we can move on to the next type of disease. Alright, so if we go to exit, I'll show you these before we end. Main game, continue. So here's a parasite. You start out with a bacteria, and then you unlock virus, you unlock the next one, and so on. The next one is this one, a prion, a nanovirus. So this one is a slow, subtle, and extremely complex pathogen hidden inside the brain. A nanovirus. Out-of-control microscopic machine with a built-in kill switch. A bioweapon. Exceptionally lethal pathogen that kills everything it touches. Immune plague, no cure, cheat. Okay, so some of these are like cheaty ones. A Nurex worm, manipulative organism that burrows into the brain. And this is a Necroa virus. Unclassified early analysis suggests extreme regenerative abilities. That's basically like a zombie plague. Although if you do purchase symptoms correctly, you can create zombies based on some of the madness and stuff in that tree. So yeah, that'll be all for this video. You can get this on Steam, $15 early access. It's a great game. They're going to be adding multiplayer, so you and your friends can infect the world together, or one of you can play as like the cure team trying to cure it. So that should be pretty fun. And yeah, so I hope I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.